Sorry, I'm short. Good evening, board members. I'd like to start off by thanking the board for providing this session of public comments so that citizens like myself can have our voices heard. I moved to Warren County in order to be in an area that better aligns with my values. I specifically sought out a community like this one with like-minded people. I have found a true home here amongst people with rural family values who for the most part share my concerns and my outlook on life. In this community, I have found true America, which is so wholly different from the disconnected elitist bubble of DC and the corporate and special interests there that turn their noses up and look down on good, honest Americans like those in this community. I find it ironic and convenient that these supposed pro-democracy groups only care about democracy when it serves their subversive agenda, and then try to undermine their beloved democracy when the will of the people is against them, going so far as to bus in people with no attachment or involvement in this community in order to subjugate people to their own interests, which are fundamentally opposed to the values of this rural community. Warren County voted overwhelmingly for both Trump and Youngkin and has a conservative majority. We taxpayers have a right to representation regarding how our money is used, especially when it comes to a deceptively named so-called public library that isn't actually public, yet contains publicly funded pornography that's easily accessible to children. Samuel's Library Incorporated has a board of unelected people who are not being held accountable to the people who are giving them the money to operate. Hiding behind the argument of freedom of speech is a cop-out. Freedom of expression doesn't give one the license to walk around naked in public, and parents have the right to determine what sorts of books are publicly accessible to their children, especially when it's their money that's being used to buy them. We're simply asking that the library be held accountable to the people who are keeping it financed. Make the library a truly public entity, considering they're already receiving $1 million of public funds per year, but then hide behind being a private organization when people raise issues about how their money is being spent. This is not about being against libraries, as the opposition wants to frame it and distort the issue. It's about accountability without outside special interests trying to insert themselves and impose their own will on the community. In fact, the community-elected individuals have already peacefully proposed the solution, sending an MOA to the private library with the community's demands. This MOA that you, the board, have submitted must be accepted with no revisions. This republic was founded on the ideal that even the most remote and humble person should have representation in their community and governance. And we don't need corporately funded outsiders coming in and trying to upend our way of life and pushing out our voices while claiming that a select few unelected individuals speak for the whole community.
Your 3 minutes are up, ma'am.
Thank you for your time, and may God bless you.